Hi, this is Chris Schneider. Thank you for taking the time to view the SMARTouch asbestos and lead survey software demonstration. SMARTouch was designed by the experienced asbestos and lead inspectors at OneSource Safety and Health. Our goal was to replace paper and handwritten notes that typically end up in 3-inch dusty binders with an easy-to-use PC tablet-based database. After logging on as an authorized user, you will click on Add Blank Survey, and this screen will appear. To begin entering your survey data, you simply select the building from the drop-down of preloaded buildings specific to your facility. Select the floor and enter in a room number. At this time, you'll want to enter in the space type. You can use the drop-down of preloaded rooms and select, in this case, office. Next, you'll want to select the hazard. Is it asbestos or is it lead? If you select lead, you will get this data screen. If you select asbestos, you will get this data screen. At this point, you will need to select the asbestos type. Again, using the drop-down, you can select any of the pre-entered asbestos types. Let's select pipe insulation aerosol. Next, you'll need to select the location where the material is. Let's select above a lay-in ceiling. Now we need to further describe the asbestos type. Description 1 gives us the options, and let's say the material is on a steam pipe. Description 2 relates to the diameter of the piping. Let's select up to 12, meaning up to 12 inches. You will notice that as we are entering the asbestos type and descriptions, this reference ID number was starting to develop. It basically is built on asbestos type, description 1, description 2, and the building. This unique reference ID will become part of any future samples collected at this location. Before collecting the samples, let's talk about friability. First, is it friable or non-friable? Let's select friable. The condition, let's select damaged ACM with minor amounts of dislodged material. The appearance, let's select damaged. The other choices are intact or severely damaged. Use and application, basically, what is the asbestos used for? Thermal insulation. Next, the response action. It should be removed, repaired, enclosed, encapsulated, or maintained with an O&M program. Let's select repair. At this point, we'll want to enter in the quantity, and that would be entered in linear feet or square feet. In this case, since it's pipe insulation, linear feet. Notice down here that once we entered the quantity, that an abatement cost appeared. This abatement cost is based on the asbestos type, the description because of the diameter of the pipe, the quantity, all in relation to the cost per removal per unit. At this point, we can continue with comments, again selecting from one of the preloaded comments, or if we select other, simply typing in the comment. Okay, now we're ready to collect samples. Click on New Sample. You will notice here is your sample number. It begins with the reference ID, followed by a 1, which is the first floor, the room number, and the letter A. The letter A simply means the first sample of multiple samples in this space. To add a second sample, click on New Sample, and a second sample will appear with the letter B, and if you so choose, a third sample for letter C, so on and so forth. You will notice that as we added samples, samples with matching reference IDs appeared in this column, basically saying that these are the samples with the same reference ID, basically the same materials within the building. At the end of the sampling period, you can print out a chain of custody form by simply clicking on this button. It will be a printout of all the samples for the entire sampling period, all printed correctly with the goal of achieving more accuracy and less transcription errors. If you now wanted to conduct a lead survey in the same space, you would simply click on Copy Survey for New Item, and the basic information of the building, the floor, the room, space type would remain, and then you would select Lead. At this point, you would use the various drop-downs to fill in door. Let's say it's in wall B. The substrate would be wood door. Paint color, maybe blue. Condition, maybe blistered. And then you would enter in the results from the XRF. If you wanted to collect paint chips, you would simply click on Paint Chip Collected. It would assign an automatic sample number. You would enter in the size of the paint chip, and then once you get the lab results, you would enter in that information. Once you receive the laboratory report back with regard to the asbestos analysis, we can enter in the lab results by clicking here. We would start to enter the sample number, open it up, and add the information. Let's say it's 5%. And let's say the asbestos type is chrysotile. Close. If we want to do, we could add the results for the second sample. Enter in the information. And again, enter in the asbestos type and close. Close this screen. Now we're back at the asbestos screen, where you see the asbestos percents have now been entered along with the ACM type. At this point, we can print the survey reports by clicking here. And on this pop-up window, first enter in the date ranges, the building choice, the hazard, then select the specific asbestos report needed. We have 5 standard reports. We can expand to more reports as needed or modify the current reports based on your needs. As you can see by this demonstration, the benefits of using SMARTouch for conducting asbestos and lead surveys and managing the data are endless. We have SMARTouch databases for ergonomics, indoor air quality, and industrial hygiene. Please contact me, Chris Schneider, at OneSource Safety and Health at 888-873-9983 for more information or to arrange a demonstration specific to your facility, so you too can learn more about the many other features built into this incredible database. Thank you.